G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Michael. Come along for the ride today as we take you through the journey of our grower here up in Mona Park in the Burdekin region and how he's investigating alternative herbicide strategies for chasing his weeds in early plant cane. So we've got an early plant crop of 240 variety sugarcane. This was planted in late March. With early plant cane and under time pressures and potentially some risk of late rainfall, the grower wanted to take an alternative strategy to chasing grasses in this block, which has had some pressure in the past. We're looking to mitigate some risk against those weather events and not being able to get on with the tractor. So we've gone a bit earlier than normal with our pre-emergent herbicide. In this case, we've used a Stomp application with the active ingredient is pendimethalin. Pendimethalin's an older pre-emergent herbicide, but it's particularly strong on grass weeds and it's very safe to the sugarcane. It's very soft. The other thing that works in our favour with Stomp in a situation like this is it's very stable in the soil. So if we had a rainfall event or we needed to come in with irrigation, we can do so without stressing about it leaving the paddock through the furrow irrigation system. So when you're pouring a lot of water on a paddock in a furrow system, we get runoff out of the ends, and in the majority of this farm it's collected. However, if the herbicide is being removed from the paddock, it's not where we need it to be to work. So when we apply Stomp, it's good practice to get water on it as soon as we possibly can. It is reasonably forgiving, you know, within a week is generally sufficient, we're finding, in the sugarcane system. Once it's been watered in, it binds to the soil really strongly. So we can then pour more and more water down irrigation wise as the crop's requiring it in that warmer weather without risk of it coming out the ends. It stays where it's put, so it's a really good fit for this northern flood irrigation system. As you can see, we're now 4 weeks after application of Stomp in this paddock and there isn't a blade of grass in here. It hasn't had any other applications of grass-specific herbicides since the Stomp. We have had to go through and clean up the odd vine in here, but that's a quick and cheap pass with some 2,4-D or some 2,4-D fluroxyper, depending on the weeds that we see in here. And this block is now going to stay clean until he comes back in with some steel and hills up. So we should get between 8 and 12 weeks out of this Stomp application for grass weed control. So here's a really good example of how being proactive with your herbicide applications can save us some time, it saves us some money, it can be softer on our crop, and we're utilising better weed management practice.